everybody. This is Leone. I've come to do your weekly guidance. I hope you're good and well. So this is for, where are we? The 6th through to the 10th of October. You know, there's a lot going on with a lot of different people. I will always say, just keep the open mind with these readings that come through for you guys. You may take some of it, you may take all of it, you may take none of it. It could be for Joe Blogs down the road, but just keep that open mind. But there's just an air of confusion all over the place for a lot of different people. Just this limbo land of uncertainty. Yeah, it's pretty much crossroads energy this week. So when you're at those crossroads, it's kind of teaching us many different things. One, to kind of not take steps until we're really certain, we're really sure. But if we're uncertain and we're unsure, then we maybe need to do a little bit of research or find out the reasons why you're feeling the way you're feeling, or you can't make those conscious choices and decisions. Sometimes we just got to take that step back to go forward with more clarity and understanding. But there is just generally this do I, don't I, back and forth kind of question mark energy this week. And then on the bottom of the deck, again, I don't know if I've already said that. So I don't know. Look, if you are having memory issues, problems remembering things as well, I'm connected with the energies and it's affecting me. So I don't know where I'm coming or going, whether I've said this or said that. You know, so make notes if it helps. Honestly, make notes. But we're using the Wonderland Tarot today. I am using also the crystal angels at the end to give you that final note, that final message as well. But on the bottom of the deck, there's that crossroads kind of energy that we're talking about. The umming and ahhing. Some of you are looking into the future, but not sure which direction to go. But I kind of feel like you are certainly being pulled in a new direction. It's not something that you're used to or comfortable with at the moment. It is generally an uncomfortable vibe, an uncomfortable feeling. There are also communication blocks here as well. They're really affecting my throat here as it's really restricted. So if some of you guys are feeling restricted with communication in some kind of way, again, it will ease in time, but we need to deal with things straight up. Got a lot of spiritual activity. There's a lot of shifts going on, especially with the moon at the moment as well. We're in a super moon or coming up to a super moon. I believe it's today. But I kind of feel like this energy is going to play out all week. So you're going to feel pretty, some of you uncomfortable. A lot is coming to the surface for you to deal with. A lot of uncertainties, unsure energies there, definitely. But you're going to have to ride that wave. Okay, it's all to teach us a lesson, like we say. Some of you are certainly going to need to face a few fears here as well. But some of you guys are also going to get that clarity that you need so that you can gain that sense in direction as well. You know what you need to do. So some of you guys will actually pull yourselves together and take steps in that new direction. But those of you that are uncertain and are fighting this, the only way through it is to kind of release what no longer serves you, letting go, trusting in the universe, believing in yourselves as well, that you're going to get through this. And you are going to make the right choices and decisions. Again, if you are feeling blocked, feeling like you're on your own in some kind of way with no sense and direction, we've always got our loved ones there with us, but if you've got a lot going on in your head and in your mind, it kind of blocks that communication. It blocks that communication. Yeah, see, I'm repeating myself and I've just been aware of it. So there is someone that really, really needs to hear things time and time again so that they can either come to terms with something to make that conscious choice and decision, that reassurance that they need for that choice and decision around them. I kind of feel like any step in any new direction is going to be right for you because you're not going over old ground. You're keeping that energy flowing, you're keeping it moving, and it's about just putting one foot in front of the other at the moment and without the what ifs and what may or may not occur here as well. So yeah, let's see what's going on. If this is to do with house, home moves, things like that as well. I certainly feel like you're being pushed in a new direction. I don't feel like it's what you're used to, which is what I said to you anyhow. Um, with relationships, things are going in that new direction as well. Whether you're single, whether you're alone, it's shifting in a new way. A lot is to do with balance here, and even your work career or even financial status as well. There's things are going in a new direction for you. I feel like some of you are just really resisting and holding on to what you know and digging your heels in a little bit. A little bit of stubbornness is there. Maybe that could be because of fear there as well. So temperance is on the bottom of the deck there. So this talks about equal give and take. It talks about balance. It talks about health and well-being as well at the same time. And making sure you're looking after yourself. You know, if you don't look after yourself, how can you make conscious choices and decisions? How can you basically, they're trying to make your life easier. So if you look after yourself in the process, everything else will just become just an everyday kind of choice, decision, move, action, reaction, something along those lines anyway, but not as heavy as what you've been going through anyhow. It will be a lot lighter and brighter for you, but I do feel like you do have to really look after yourselves and bring that peaceful energy back to you. I do feel like things are a little bit overwhelming at the moment, and like I say, it's affecting you in many different ways. It could even be affecting like your health, like mentally here, which is why you're forgetting a lot of things as well. It could well be that it doesn't have to be for everybody, and I'm not a doctor, so I will say that. But you know, what you feed your mind, body, and soul gives you energy, and it helps you to create, to move, to do those things that you maybe don't believe in, or you've been disappointed in the past somewhere along the line. It's about shifting that energy. So I do feel that clouds are going to shift. Um, I don't know. I'm really drawn to somebody smoking here as well. Um, to relax themselves. Maybe it's a way of coping with stress, but there's other ways, there's other options there. I'm not saying give up because it's not as easy as that, but you know, again, what you feed your mind, body, and soul will feed that energy moving on, moving forward, making those choices and decisions around you, you know. Let's just see. It just feels very low in energies anyhow, and it's taken a lot of effort to kind of pull yourself together, pick yourself up. There's a heavy, heavy vibe, a heavy, tired feeling here that's putting pressure on you, your body, your lifestyle, literally everything. And some of you guys may even wake up this week and think, I can't be bothered to do this, that, or the other. I really can't be bothered, and I don't see the point, and I just need a break kind of energy. And that's fine. It's fine to take time out. You've got to do what you've got to do to get you back and you right. But don't sit there in that negative zone, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, thinking that, you know, you're no good in any kind of way, because that is so untrue. It is so untrue. So I do see again, I do feel like you will make a right choice and decision. Some of you are really looking and analyzing everything at the moment. Again, fine, it's the moon that's helping you do that. It's reevaluating your life all around. It's making you really, really think about all kinds of different things, stupid things sometimes. Um, but you've got to keep your feet firmly on the ground. Okay, and you will get through this. Those clouds will pass and those mountains will shift. But it is hard to see through that at the moment. But you've got to keep believing. You've got to keep moving. It's a Justice and the Ace of Swords. So for some of you guys, you're at a crossroads with some kind of choice and decision that's being made for you as well. Could be legally, it could be results, it could be a contract of sorts or paperwork. You're waiting for paperwork, you're waiting for news, you're waiting for some form of communication anyhow to break you free. I do feel like there's victory coming out of this for you guys. I do feel like there is something good that's going to help you to move on, to move forward. So something's coming in here out of the blue. And it is going to set you free in some kind of way. It's a sigh of relief. That's what I'm seeing anyhow. Maybe you can't see just at the moment, and this is why you're feeling stuck and stagnant. If you're waiting for somebody to communicate with you, if you are waiting for some news, results, paperwork, it is coming. It is coming. A choice and decisions being made around you. For some of you guys, it could be this could be to do with your health in some kind of way as well. Doesn't have to be everybody. Some of you guys, this could be legal. Now we've got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So whilst you're sitting there waiting for this communication, all sorts is going through your head and through your mind. Whilst you're waiting for this decision to be made, you're kind of thinking all sorts. You need to sit down, you need to relax, you need to slow down that mind, you need to take your time here. I kind of feel like good news is coming. And it's going to shift everything for you in that right way, but you've got to have a little bit of patience here. I know patience was in the last reading, but it's still definitely coming through it's still lingering on through to this week anyhow. There's options, there's choices all around. There's things that you can be getting on with to distract yourself as well. It's definitely a vulnerable vibe anyway, a vulnerable feeling in the air. And it's affecting your health in some kind of way. It could just literally be mentally overthinking far too much and it's affecting you and it's just going around in circles and cycles with it. But you've got to keep yourself busy. Some of you guys feel like your back's against the wall here with no choice, no option, but things are shifting. Like I said, things are shifting in that new direction. And when that cloud lifts, things will be happening very, very quickly around you. There are going to be big shifts, big moves, big everything happening. So you're just waiting. You're sitting in limbo at the moment, waiting for choices and decisions. And it's tiring. It's hard work. It is literally hard work with that Nine of Wands. But they're telling you to hang in there. They're telling you to hold on. Everything happens at the right time, the right place, for the right reasons. Even if we don't think it's the right reason, sometimes the universe knows best anyhow. And again, there's lessons within everything that we experience here. But I kind of feel like, again, if you guys are struggling with your health in some kind of way and you're hanging on by a thread, I'm telling you, there's rewards, recognition coming your way. There's payoff coming. There's help coming. There's support coming. There is money coming even. Some of you guys, something's in your hands anyway. Something is in your hands, and the right choice and decision will be made. We also have Judgment here, and we have that Queen of Swords. So some of you could be at the moment feeling a little bit frustrated with a lot of different things. Everything's triggering you in every sense. Basically, you could have your back up and you couldn't be, you may not be like the best person to be around at the moment, but you're human. Remember that. Just remember also the other people that are around you, maybe experiencing your vibes. I don't know what words they're trying to give me here. Um, it's like they're tiptoed around, maybe. Could be, could well be. But what I do see here is a judgment call will be made. They're asking you to let go of all your worries, stresses, and strains. The barriers are definitely up. The barriers are definitely up. And there's an air of stubbornness here as well. Kind of want to soften things up, if I'm honest. There could also be someone female making a choice and decision around you as well, someone of power and authority, or feels like they've got the power and authority around you, taking charge, um, standing their ground, definitely standing their ground. Let's just see. Yeah. Some of you could be getting angry and frustrated with a lot of different things, but again, this is where grounding is so important. If you feel yourself getting hit up over something, just go for a walk, get the fresh air in your lungs, scream, shout, whatever. Go punch a wall. Do something safely, obviously. Um, Interesting, the Eight of Pentacles. So there's changes around your finances here, big time. There are changes around your health. There are changes around even the material side of things here as well. So some of you guys are having to draw up new plans and things like that. Some of you guys are being asked to put your creative skills to use here as well. Use all that anger and frustration in a different way. Go do some painting, drawings. I don't know, sell something. I just feel like you guys are like, I'm just sitting here going, I'm just so fed up. It's just like that energy. It's just, oh, can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. It's draining the life out of you. You're just so wiped, tired. It's like you get to that point where you've been angry, you've been frustrated, you've been fighting for however long here, however long, but that fight is nearly over. So they're asking you not to give up. Just get some rest. Look after yourself in the process. Things will shift in that new direction, and there are big changes and big moves happening, but you just got to find that strength, that energy, that effort. I mean, some of you guys felt like you may need to evaluate your diets, your medications. Obviously, go see a doctor to do that. Um, there's something here that's not seen at the moment that is really kind of interfering in your energy. We've also got, when we change the dynamics here, for some of you guys, we have got some psychic attacks going on. You could be being judged, you could be being looked at, being researched, being judged in some kind of way. You could also be feeling the pressures of literally everything and everybody else there as well. So there is a need to protect your energy. There's definitely a sense of needing to ground yourself, to heal yourself this week, to release, let go. There's a lot of big changes up there in the air, and I kind of feel like you're juggling all kinds of mixed feelings, emotions, people, energy, situations. It just feels like everything's against you at the moment, and you are taking on board all of that negativity attached with that, and it's affecting you, your health, your well-being, your sleep, literally every part of your life, and there's anxiety there as well, and it just feels like you're backed into a corner with nowhere to go. Now the only way you can get through that is to start fighting back in a different way. It's not playing the games, it's getting yourself out of situations, changing course, changing direction to something that is more suitable for you and your energy and your lifestyle and everything else that you need put in place there, because everything else is not balanced, it's not equal, it's not right for you, it's affecting you in many different ways, and that is not healthy. It's not, certainly not making you happy. We've got no cups here whatsoever, none. So where's the self-love? We need to put that back into play, and we need to take charge of our lives, and it's making you stand up and do what's right for you, and that is that Queen of Swords energy. We're taking the anger and frustration out of things. We are cutting cords and cutting ties to all forms of negativity, including people. We're taking charge of our lives, and we are going forward in a different way. And it's saying, you know what? I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you think I should be doing. This is my life. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. This is what I need to do for me, for my own happiness, for my health, my well-being, for my everything. And it's not being selfish. It's shifting you from that heavy, crazy shenanigans into the light. That's where you need to be. That's where you want to be. And you are working damn hard. Damn hard. Maybe overworking here a little bit. You may need to take some time off, and that's what it's saying with that Temperance card. Take time off to rest. Don't give up the fight, but rest. We're going to fight in a different way. You're going to stand up for you now. That's what it is. Changing the dynamics all around. And yeah, there's 100 billion things going through your head and your mind. You're going to have it, but you've got to also trust in the universe looking after you here. You got to throw everything up in the air and let it go and just say, you know what will be, will be. It's having that attitude that's going to help you through. And as I'm saying that, the energy is shifting slightly. The clouds are starting to clear, and the throat and the communication is starting to become clearer. What you don't see is actually the obstacles are behind you. It's just fear. It is just fear of the unknown. Yeah, absolutely. As we look into the crystal angels, revealing your true self has come out. This is you standing and stepping back into your power. This is you finding you. You are actually going to go into that self-love zone. And obviously the purple indicates that spiritual connection there as well with the amethyst. Maybe you need to get some amethyst. It's going to help you. It's going to help declutter your mind. It's going to help you declutter your life and gain that sense of direction there. As I cut the deck as well, we've got the answered prayers card with the Unakite. Okay, again, very loving vibes, very loving energies and colors. With the green, green is also love. Different vibrations there coming in. It's having the right people, having the right situations. You are sending out the right vibes here. And those of you that haven't got to that point yet, this is something to take on board. Send out those right vibes. Keep asking, keep praying, keep listening, and also keep taking steps as well, even when it feels uncomfortable. You've got to go through that uncomfortable phase, cycle, passageway, whatever you want to call it, to get through the other side. The moon is going to help you do that this week, and it is strong. So you are really gonna feel it, especially the very sensitive people here. Spiritual path for some of you guys. Okay, there's lessons within everything here. I do feel very much angel protection around you guys. I'm also seeing queen-like energies coming through for you as well, which again shows your power. We've always already, if I can get my words out, got the Queen of Swords there. But I kind of feel like it's we need to bring back you as a person. You don't need to be in that fight mode or fight zone anymore. We just want to bring back that love, that self-love, and soften things up just that little bit. I'm not saying that you're cold-hearted. I don't feel that. I feel like you've had a lot to experience in your life. You've had a lot of turmoil, upset. You've been fighting here for so long. You've put this barrier up and those boundaries in place that it's made you almost impossible to it's been your haven, it's been your sanctuary. It's like a lot of you guys have isolated yourselves because that's your only peaceful space. But you've got to learn to trust yet again. If you trust in yourself, you won't make mistakes, you won't be hurt, you won't need to fight, you don't need to fight. All you got to do is let go. For a lot of the time, you think about other people here as well. Um, you really, really do. There's nothing wrong with that, but ultimately, don't sacrifice what feels right for you. It's working together as a team when there are other people around you, but ultimately, you've got to stick to your spiritual pathway here and do what's right for you. It's surrendering, it's holding your hands up high, and it's saying, I'll leave it in your hands. Wellness, absolutely, and spiritual protection coming through there, divine intervention. So yeah, this is why you're feeling that force. That divine intervention is God, the universe, creation, getting involved, saying enough's enough. We are going to push you from this heaviness, dark cloud to where you need to be. So you're going to have no choice but to let go, to move on, to move forward. You're going to have to alter and change your ways. You're going to have to alter your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. You're going to have to alter everything. But ultimately, this is for your highest good. This is for the very best that you deserve. You've got to trust it and go with it. No more fighting, no more suffering. Again, I see that wellness card as the Ace of Swords. I really feel like we've got to clear that mind, more importantly. We've got to get you grounded, clear your head, clear your mind, so you're not thinking and overthinking and worrying and stressing too much. And that is going to help heal the heart. And that is going to make things that little bit softer for you. It's interesting, we've got a lot of greens and a lot of purples here. Again, it's that connection through feelings, emotions, love, through to that communication side of things. There are blocks there. But equally, a lot of you are waiting for justice, for balance in life, for, things to finally turn around in a good way for you. You've been waiting for so long and you've worked so hard over every challenge and every obstacle here. It's about time. The universe, like I say, source is working at it for you really, really hard. And they see you. They see you suffering and they won't want you suffering anymore. It's interesting. I'm looking over at my numbers and it's showing me the number 6. And I was talking about balance earlier. I use this in my horoscope, personalized horoscope readings. But the number 6 talks about balance. It also talks about victory, success, you being on the right path. It really does. So I do feel like that's the case, and there are big changes happening around you. You just got to keep that faith. You got to keep working hard at the moment just to overcome that final hurdle. And like I say, it does feel very heavy, very draining. And it could be affecting you in many different ways. This is why health is so important. If you get that right, you can cope with everything else and it'll make you a stronger person, all in all. And again, you'll be helping other people later on down the line as well. But for now, there's mixed signals, mixed signs, mixed everything going on, and you don't know whether you're coming or going. Just pause for now. All right. Allow the universe to kind of sending different signs to help push you and make those right choices and decisions around you. I also feel choices and decisions will be made for you as well, whether that's up there or down here, whether it's legals or whether it's some other professional kind of choice and decision that's being made around you. It will give you options, it will give you choices anyhow. And I kind of feel like there's a sense of freedom with that. There's less restrictions anyhow. So I do feel you will be rewarded right here. I really do. But you've got to keep that faith every step of the way. All right. And that's kind of what we've got going on this week for you with the energies. All right. Remember to cleanse your house, home environments, social media, your surroundings in every sense. When you declutter, you're releasing energy that it is affecting you basically. Everything that you don't need in your life, get rid. Get rid. Like I say, good clear outs are really amazing to do that. It's going to shift the energy for you. Have a good old sage your house, home, sage you. Salt baths will really help ground you and cleanse that energy as well. Cleanse your crystals, especially tonight, tomorrow, full super moon happening. Get those crystals out there, get them cleansed. You'll feel the power of those crystals as well. And even if you haven't got any of those, just asking to help, asking for your loved ones to come in, your angels to come in and help release the burdens that you're carrying, to help make things lighter and brighter for you, to help you to get through, show you clearer signs. If you don't ask, you don't get. So that's what we've got for you for this week. I hope it helps you. I hope it makes sense. I wish you all the very best. Take care.